Hi guys, welcome to the video on degrees and forms of polynomials. So degrees and forms of polynomials, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're naming a polynomial and give its form because the ACT requires you to know the different degrees of polynomials, and you can name a polynomial by degree and number of terms if you're doing this correctly. So, basics of polynomials. A polynomial is a multi-termed expression that can have constants, variables, and exponents, but it's never, ever including division by a variable. They can have one or more terms, but they do not have an infinite number of terms. So a polynomial eventually ends. So if we look at the expression that I have here, 6x squared minus 7x y to the third power plus 4x squared y to the fourth is a polynomial. It has one term, two terms, three terms. And in this polynomial, this would count as degree 2. So this would be degree 2. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you have multiple variables, you add the exponents 1 and 3 to get its degree. So this would be degree 4 here. And this one, 2 plus 4 is 6. So this one would be degree 6. Oop, I started to put the thing in the wrong spot. It is degree 6. So, different types of polynomials. The different types of polynomials, their classification depends on the number of terms. If it has one term, it's a monomial. If it has two terms, it's a binomial. If it has three terms, it's a trinomial. If it has more than four terms, we just refer to it as a polynomial. Every single type of polynomial has a degree. The degree of the polynomial is determined by the highest value exponent. A polynomial can only be a polynomial if it has all positive and integer exponents. So, what do I mean by that? 6x plus 12x to the negative fourth is not a polynomial because it has a negative exponent. 4x squared plus 3x plus 1 is a polynomial, and it is in standard form because it has all of its exponents in descending order. More on that in just a second. Different degrees of polynomials. So, if you have a 0-degree polynomial, you have a constant. Something like 2. 2 is a constant. First degree, linear, would be 2x. Second degree, exponent of 2 quadratic would be 2x to the second power. Cubic would be 2x to the third power. Quartic, fourth degree, would be 2x to the fourth. And fifth degree, exponent of 5, would be quintic. Example, 2x to the fifth power. And then you could do 2x to the sixth, 2x to the seventh, and we would refer to this as sixth power, seventh power, and then eighth, ninth, and so on and so forth. The standard form of a polynomial means that we put the terms in order from the highest degree to the last degree. So, 3x to the third minus 5x to the second plus 2x minus 7 is in standard form because the exponents go 3, 2, there's a 1 here, and this would be an exponent of 0, so the constant is last. And then we could name this a cubic polynomial. Cubic because it is degree 3. We name a polynomial based on its highest degree, which is 3. So it's degree 3. I'm going to write highest degree, I should say. Highest. Its highest degree is 3, and it's a polynomial because it has 4 terms. So, with that in mind, I'm going to take you through a couple examples. Write the following polynomials in standard form and then classify and name them. So, this is going to be the first term because x to the fifth is the highest power. 2x to the third is going to be the second term. 5x to the second is going to be the third term. And 1 is going to be the fourth term. So the standard form of the polynomial is 3x to the fifth plus 2x to the third plus 5x to the second plus 1. Notice for this that only the exponent, the x to the fifth, is the actual determiner of its degree. 5x squared has a larger coefficient, but it has a smaller degree than 2x to the third or 3x to the fifth. This would be named a quintic. This would be named a quintic polynomial since it has 4 terms. Degree 5, 4 terms, quintic polynomial. The next one is already in standard form because it goes, this is the highest, this is the next highest, this is the third highest, and 4 is the lowest. So I'm just going to write 6x to the sixth plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. And the name of this, highest degree 6, so we would call this a 6th degree polynomial is what we would call this one. And then finally the one on the bottom is also in standard form. This is the highest term, 2 is the lowest term, so we would write it as 5x to the third plus 2. And the name of this would be a cubic binomial. It has 2 terms, so it is a binomial. So that's it, guys. So in summary, polynomials are multi-termed expressions made by adding or subtracting variables of different powers. Standard form of a polynomial is to list the terms in order from the highest exponent to the lowest exponent with all of constants at the end. And then you can classify and name polynomials based on the number of terms and the highest degree. The tables for those are in this video. Make sure you get those copied down. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.